Over a 2-year campaign, one Amazon seller achieved a level of sustained financial scale that most direct-to-consumer brands fail to reach. This dashboard displays the exact lifetime metrics for the home decor brand Greenarium. The account generated nearly 28 lakhs in sales from roughly 6.8 lakhs in ad spend. That translates to a 4.07 ROAS, return on ad spend, meaning the campaign returned over 4 rupees for every 1 rupee invested. The dashboard also shows a 24.58% ACOS, advertising cost of sales, measures the ratio of ad spend to ad attributed sales. This specific metric puts the account 10 to 20 points below the standard 35 to 45% average for the home and garden category in India. The math here presents a specific problem. Beating the category average by a margin that wide usually requires massive upfront capital to force a product to the top of the search results. Greenarium simply did not have that budget. These metrics result from a rigid 3-part campaign architecture. The strategy was strictly designed to locate a single mathematical outlier in the product catalog, isolate it, and apply concentrated budget to force an organic ranking flywheel. When the campaign began, the account structure was flat. Greenarium had over 40 distinct products live on Amazon, but lacked a central strategy to determine which item actually deserved the ad budget. The standard approach for sellers in this position is to spread their daily budget across all available SKUs. An SKU, or stock keeping unit, is simply a unique identifier for each specific product variant. Allocating spend evenly across all SKUs immediately dilutes the impact of the capital, burning cash on average products that struggle to convert. This data table shows the raw business report for the account. When we filter by actual conversion performance, the blur lifts on a single item, the jute planters set of 3. This single chart illustrates why spreading budget is a mistake. This one hero SKU generated over 24 lakhs in sales, completely dominating the revenue of the entire 40-product catalog. Driving that revenue was a sustained 1.43. To acquire that data without bleeding cash, the campaign utilized a strict dynamic bids down-only strategy. This setting forces Amazon's algorithm to automatically lower your bid in real time if it calculates that a click is unlikely to result in a sale. Running discovery campaigns without this supervision carries extreme risk. An unrestricted algorithm will rapidly match a product with high-volume, low-intent search traffic. This exact document shows a 40,000 rupee error from month 1. The algorithm matched a 1,300 rupee premium handcrafted jute planter with budget-conscious searches like plastic pot cheap and Gamla low price. Right product, wrong audience entirely. The defense against this is a 30-minute weekly audit of the search term report. Any search term indicating the wrong customer intent is immediately flagged as a negative keyword, permanently blocking ads from showing on those searches again. That strict keyword hygiene protects roughly 30,000 rupees a month in ad spend. You stop paying for curious clicks and preserve the capital to reinvest into the exact search terms that drive revenue. Once the discovery phase identifies those high-revenue search terms, the architecture shifts to the focus and scale phase. This process isolates the winning data. This maps the harvesting process. High-converting keywords are extracted from auto campaigns and piped into manual exact. Here, ads only trigger for that precise phrase. Because these are proven winners, the dynamic safety net is removed for fixed bids, guaranteeing the highest impression share. Manual broad campaigns are run simultaneously to capture slight variations of those keywords. To ensure these campaigns never bid against each other, the exact keywords are actively added as negative targets in the broad campaigns. Before scaling bids on these isolated keywords, the product listing itself must be optimized. Pumping expensive exact match traffic to a poorly structured product page is financial self-sabotage. The hero SKU required mandatory upgrades, titles rewritten to prioritize search volume, bullet points restructured to answer common objections immediately, and A-plus content heavily leaning on lifestyle imagery to show the planter in a real living room. You cannot fix a bad listing with good ads. The harvesting mechanism only captures the traffic. The conversion rate of the product page must be high enough to catch it. The ultimate mechanical challenge of scaling an Amazon account is proportion. You have to decide precisely how much daily budget to feed the isolated winning keywords versus the remainder of the catalog. Every rupee was divided into a rigid 70-20-10 split. 70% flows into manual exact campaigns for the hero SKU. 20% flows backward into auto campaigns for continuous discovery. The final 10% is quarantined for testing new products, containing potential losses. During the critical Q4 gifting season, the daily budget on that primary 70% stream was multiplied by 3, exploiting the high conversion rate when consumer intent peaked. Maintaining strict proportional boundaries across these 3 streams is the mathematical reason the 4.07 ROAS held steady over 24 months. It forces the capital to scale efficiently without bloating the total spend. Amazon sellers constantly optimize to lower their advertising cost of sales, but optimizing purely for the lowest possible ACoS limits the growth of the business. Driving ACoS down by starving campaigns of budget will create a profitable but stagnant account. It actively prevents the scale needed to capture market share. This dual axis chart tracks a far superior metric, TACoS, or total advertising cost of sales. TACoS divides your ad spend by your total overall sales, both ad attributed and organically driven. Pushing sustained, aggressive budget into the 70% stream forces a high volume of paid sales. Amazon's algorithm rewards that sales velocity by pushing the product higher in organic search results. The result is a sharp drop in tacos. A higher organic rank pulls in free traffic. That traffic generates more verified reviews. Those reviews increase the baseline conversion rate of the listing, making the paid ads even more efficient. Allowing your ACoS to rise slightly is the correct strategic move, provided it triggers a falling tacos during a growth phase. You are using paid media to buy permanent, high-converting organic real estate. By month 4, the sheer momentum of that organic ranking hit a tipping point. The hero SKU achieved absolute dominance, securing the #1 bestseller position in its specific subcategory. At the height of the peak season, the numbers inverted. Instead of relying on ads to drive revenue, the system was generating 3 to 4 rupees in pure organic sales for every 1 rupee of ad-driven revenue. The success of this account proves a rigid set of operational rules. Prioritize empirical conversion data over assumptions. Build strict boundaries around campaign types, and execute ruthless budget allocation to protect your winners. Amazon scale is an engineering problem. You isolate the highest performing asset and apply targeted capital to spin the organic ranking flywheel until it sustains itself.